A bird-watching checklist at the Botanical Gardens in Entebbe as birders celebrate diversity. Uganda has more than 1,000 different species of birds. Close to 10 million migratory birds fly down to Uganda from the northern hemisphere every year during winter.
All these warblers that migrate from the north, from the Palearctic kind of like regions to eastern and southern Africa pass through here as well. So again, if you come in like I'd say like January, December, February, you'll find all of these acacia trees around here full of warblers who are searching for insects and feeding before they go south or on their way back north.
This habitat has been preserved with indigenous and fruit trees where birds can perch and feed from. But such trees are under threat because of their medicinal value, and so are insects that nest here and are food to birds.
The insects stay on these trees. The insects also feed from these trees that the birds come onto to get food. So if you're cutting down a tree that takes at least 5 years to grow, then what would you expect?
Uganda has about 12 bird watching sites, the Botanical Gardens inclusive. Bird watching brings in more than $6 million in revenues. Hundreds of migratory birds rest at this popular site in Entebbe to feed before making their way back to Europe. It's rich in flora and fauna, and its close proximity to the lake makes it a conducive bird habitat. But the amount of waste being dumped into the lake is a worry to birders, and they say this is a risk to the birds. The limestone wetlands provide a good source of food for birds, including some fishes and insects. Lake flies swarm this bird-watching site, but pollution into these habitats means less nutritious diets for the birds during their long journeys to Uganda.
Because of population growth, this waste is becoming overwhelming for the wetlands to manage that capacity. So as such, the wetlands are dying out, and these are some of the places where insects can thrive well. So if insects have nothing to eat, then the birds will have nothing to eat.
Forests and grasslands have been transformed into agriculture farms, and the use of pesticides is posing a threat to millions of birds that stop over here during their flight routes. And with the campaigns to plant more trees and protect water bodies and wetlands, bird watchers say there is potential to make Uganda a bird paradise and attract more tourists and revenues. Isabel Nakeria, CGTN Entebbe, Uganda.